Okay, hi YouTube. For today's video, we are going to be ranking every gun in Bloodstrike that's in my loadout, which would be 10 guns in total. And yeah, I think that's it. You should totally check out my shorts and the other two videos that are on my channel. And I think that's it. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you stick all the way through to the end, I appreciate it a ton as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching again. Okay, so the first gun is the Kala. As you can see, this is the loadout that I typically run for it. And statistically, the Kala is the best sniper in the game as it relates to damage output. But since it outputs so much damage, it falls short with movement speed and movement in general. It is the slowest sniper in the game. Just a tip, I recommend running the 6x with it because it's much more efficient. I just run the 8x because of the Eternal. But yeah, that's the Kala. I definitely recommend it. Oh. Okay, so next up we have the M4, and honestly I love this gun. This is the loadout that I usually rock with it, and honestly, before the nerf that it got, I would not recommend this gun to anybody. I wouldn't even have it in my loadout. But after the nerf, it actually became a really solid assault rifle, and I started using it, and I've been enjoying my time with it, to be honest. Obviously, it's not the typical gun that I go for because there's obviously better M700, which I usually main, but honestly, when I was using it for this video, I had the time of my life. It's a very solid AR. Before, I would not recommend it for any new players, but now, definitely a strong AR to use. I had the time of my life with this gun, and yeah. Statistically, I wouldn't say it's the best AR in the game, but it's definitely up there for sure. And like I said, you'll have a blast with this gun, especially with this loadout. Use a 3x scope though. I didn't want to use one because I just enjoy the Eternal Iron Sight a lot more, but yeah, that's the M4. Okay, so for this gun, for the OG Bloodstrike players, they know I don't have to say too much. This is the loadout that I run for it, but let me tell you, pre-nerf P90 in the earlier days of Bloodstrike was so peak, bro. Everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you don't, hey. But honestly, right now, it recently got a buff, so I guess that's good. They're not completely trashing the once best gun in the game, but statistically right now, like in present times, the buff made it a more solid SMG, but I would not say it's the best, honestly. It's nowhere near peak P90, but hey, it'll do for now. I honestly enjoy every time I pick this gun up, especially the ground loot one. Like, I just be moving with that, bro. Like, this gun's good. I like this gun. Definitely a recommendation for me. Okay, so for the Galil, honestly, this is a pretty solid gun. It definitely holds I enjoy it every time I use it. This is the loadout that I usually run for it. Statistically, you should be able to tell how good it is based off this description alone. The Galil is basically an AK with 100 bullets. That's all there really is to it. Not too much to say about this gun. I would definitely recommend it if you are looking for an AR that isn't as slow as all the other LMGs, but still packs a bunch of bullets for you to be able to play with and stuff. But yeah, definitely a recommendation for me. A pretty solid gun. Not too much to say about it, but yeah, that's the Galil. So unfortunately it was time. You're probably gonna hear later in watching this clip specifically. But it was unfortunately time for me to do the M1887 portion of the video, because yes, I do have that in my loadout, because some of you get very annoying when it's all you run. So I run it with you just to be annoying. But yeah, I did not have a good time recording this portion of the video, because the shotgun is just too... Do I really need to say anything? Those who play Bloodstrike know. This shotgun, 2 shots go shield. Now imagine what it does to every shield a tier below that. That's all I'm going to say. I decided that I'm not even going to bother editing this portion of the video specifically, just to show how much Bloodstrike actually just messed up with putting this thing in the game. And it really needs a nerf. But yeah. Here's the entire game of me playing with the M1887. And as much as you think that you wouldn't be able to die because you're walking around with a 2-shot shotgun, I did die. But yeah, enjoy. I'm using this for one game. I'm using this for one game. It's the next one on the list, so I have to use it. I'm using this for one game. I'm not going to be doing this to people, bro. This shit is so brain dead, bro. I hate this shotgun. But I have it in my loadout because the people that I go against sometimes, that be egotistical and toxic and all that shit, bro. so much fun. This is
Heading to the toilet.
so much fun. I totally see how people use this and just say, yeah, this is it.
Reloading.
I don't know what he thought was gonna happen.
Reloading.
That guy got up? Oh no, I'm killing you. That was so much fun. No, it wasn't. Okay, so as you can see, it was unfortunately time for the QBZ and the UMP portion of the video. Both guns which I don't typically enjoy using. For the QBZ, I run this loadout, and then for the UMP, I run both of these loadouts. Just depends on my mood. Statistically, the UMP is obviously the best SMG in the game. It's basically the Uzi before it was nerfed. Just with 40 bullets, which honestly makes it a bit mid to me. I don't enjoy running it at all. And the QBZ is a good AR. Obviously there was this thing with the aim assist and all that, but I'm pretty sure all that's sorted out. It's probably just a normal broken AR now. I don't enjoy running this. I used to, that's why it was in my loadout, but I just rather not run it now. I run anything at, well, I run the M700. But the QBZ is just, it's a good AR. I would recommend it if you're looking for an AR that has both full automatic capabilities and 3-round burst capabilities. Very solid AR. But not too much to say about it, so enjoy the gameplay with it.
Reloading. Reloading.
You know what I should have done? Wait, I can still do it. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yo, I'm so glad and thankful that Bloodstrike added this into the game because I would have had to record a whole nother game. Bloodstrike, keep it up. Now, it's time for the Car 98. Now I can tell you firsthand that this used to be my favorite and most used sniper, but as I grew to play the game more, I kind of gravitated towards other snipers. But honestly, the car is actually still such a good sniper. It definitely holds its own. Where people, or where I think personally that the car just falls off, it does 150 base damage, and unfortunately it does 175 max headshot damage. Whereas every other sniper does 200 or 200 plus. And I think that's where the car honestly just falls off. But where it does make up for that though is the speed of the Car 98. It is literally impossible to make a slow Car 98 build. And I think that's where people find the car more enjoyable to use. Literally just the speed of it. I honestly do recommend it. I really enjoy using the Car 98. I just gravitated towards other things more. But when I was recording this game and I was getting the clips in the games with the Car 98, I had the time of my life, and I promise you I will be getting back into my Car 98 era. But all in all, this is a very good sniper. Very just, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. It's definitely up there in my opinion. But yeah, that's the Car 98. Enjoy the gameplay. Oh, and I must add, Bloodstrike did such an amazing job with his sword and eternal combo. Like, it's just beautiful. I just had to add that in there. But like I said, enjoy the gameplay. I wonder if supposed to walk through there. Now, do I really need to say that much? The part of the video that I've always wanted to record, the M700. I love this gun. This gun is honestly the perfect middle ground for me between the Kar 98 and the Kala. I just think that it's the most balanced sniper, and it was before the nerf, the unnecessary nerf that they gave it, but it's honestly still good, still usable. Statistically, it's not necessarily the best, but it does come with a 200 max headshot damage that the Kar does not. So, in that regard specifically, especially if you know that you hit most of your headshots, I would say that the M700 is better than the Kar, but they all have their ups, they all have their downs. It's only fair, but yeah, that's the M700. And then I mean, come on, it's the Vector. This is the loadout that I run with it, and as soon as you just hear the word Vector, you get chills. This SMG, statistically, it doesn't output too much damage, but its speed and fire rate is what makes up for that. Like, when you hit your shots with the Vector, it's an instant drain. And honestly, it's my favorite SMG. I enjoy every single time I use it. But yeah, heavily recommended for all players. And enjoy the gameplay. And finally, for our 10th and final gun, the Uzi. Honestly, this is another one of my favorite SMGs. It combats so heavily with the Vector in regards to my favorite SMG. Like, I love them both so much. And when I tell you that I was pissed beyond words when I found out that they were gonna nerf the Uzi, like, the nerf didn't completely trash the gun, but it's a lot more skill-based now. You have to aim up because the limb damage just is not it. You get outgunned so easily. Honorable mention though, the Air 97, because I picked up this build and I was absolutely flying with it. It isn't the build that I typically run because of the ammo, the fire rate. It's a very different build, but I didn't hate it, to be honest, so. The Air 97, definitely an honorable mention. It was recently nerfed, I think, but pre-nerf Air 97 back in the older days of Bloodstrike, that thing did 51 headshot damage. But back to the Uzi, like I said, this is a very solid SMG, to be honest. If you're looking for just a casual SMG, not too broken but not bad at all, this is definitely my go-to. I very much do enjoy running it. Every time I pick it up, it is a blast. But yeah. With that being said though, we have come to the end of the video. I'm gonna sit back and let you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, thank you for watching if you did all the way through, because I know it's a long video. So I appreciate it a ton if you made it all the way to the end, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the other videos and shorts on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a good night or a good day, depends on the time. This is very awkward, but good night.
Double kill.